Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of A Letter to a Husband Absent Upon Public Employment by Annie Bradstreet. This poem is one of the most personal and also intimate poems of Bradstreet, and here the poet says that her head, her heart, her eyes, and her life, and more than that, her joy is only her husband. And she calls him as the magazine of earthly store because he is the one who has given her all the happiness which she can get in this earth. And now she says that she is at Ipswich, whereas he has been separated from her because of his work. And she says that this is like how the neck separates the head and the heart. And though the distance for others may look very small, the head and the heart will realize the distance which actually is between them. And at that time, it is winter on earth. But she says that she can experience winter in herself because she feels so cold without him, and she says that she's really missing him. Here it can be even the physical presence of her husband, or else maybe he brings in warmth to her, he gives her the joy and the comfort which she calls as warm. And here she says without him she is cold, and in coldness, chillness, you cannot experience any happiness. And so she mourns his absence, and because of that she says, I'm going to wear only black because I'm not happy, and this black dress will express my unhappiness towards you. And she also says that the sun has gone away, far away the zodiac cycle, because it is winter. And she says that when he is there, she never felt any cold or storm because this season will come every year. But when her husband is there with her, she never felt this chillness. But now her limbs are cold and they are all longing for him, but he is not here. And so she calls for the soul, and she says that she wants her husband to come back from Capricorn and end this dead time which she is experiencing. Dead time means the winter which she is experiencing within herself. And of course, she has children who can give her comfort, but she says she's finding it very difficult to even look at her children because the children resemble her husband, and it is common for the children to be like their father. But whenever she looks at the children, she is reminded about her husband and she starts missing him, and this makes her feel more sad. So she says, I'm finding it difficult even to look at my children. And he has already gone southward, and she's very tired, and she feels that his absence makes her to feel that the days are very long. And when he returns back, she only hopes that he will never leave her again. And when he comes back, he can light the fire in their house, and he will be treated like the dearest guest because she has missed him all these days. And she only hopes that he will never leave her again, and she wants to be along with him, always with him, till nature, that is till death separates them. And she also calls herself the flesh of thy flesh and bone of thy bone. And she ends the poem by saying, I here, thou there, yet both but one. Though we are two, we are one because we are united by heart. And we all know that Bradstreet is actually a Puritan woman. But in this poem, we find that she openly expresses her longing for her husband. So we can assume that this poem was only written for her husband. She never meant it to be published, but later on, maybe someone else would have published this. And at the end of the poem, she only says that she hopes that her husband will never leave her again and they'll always be united till death. Now, just let's read the poem and see what she says. She says, my head, my heart, mine eyes, my life. Nay, more. That is more than my head, my heart, my eyes, and my life. You are more. You are my joy. You are my magazine of earthly store. That is, whatever I can see in this earth is only through you. And all the happiness on this earth I have experienced only because of you. If two be one, that is, if she and her husband are going to be one, as surely thou and I, how stayest thou there whilst I at Ipswich I? So she says, if both of us are going to be one, Then how is that we are separated? How can one be separated? You are staying there and I am staying here. So many steps, head from the heart to sever. If but a neck, soon should we be together. So she says, just like how the head and the heart are separated by the neck. When this neck is taken away, both of us can be together. But she doesn't know when that will happen. I, like the earth this season, mourn in black. She says the earth is also experiencing winter. And I am also experiencing winter in me. And just like how the earth is chill, cold, and lifeless, I am also like that. So I am mourning in this black. My sun is gone so far in zodiacs. She says, actually, the sun is also far away from the zodiac because it is winter time. And for her, the sun is her husband. And he has also gone far away. Whom willest I joyed, nor storms nor frost I felt. She says, when he was here, I was in joy. I never felt any storm. I never felt any frost. I was always there because his warmth, such frigid colds did cause to melt. Because when he is there, I'll be so happy. And that happiness will make me warm. And maybe she means his physical togetherness also with her, and that will drive away all the coldness which is near there in that season, and the chillness will just melt away when he is there because he is there to make her feel warm. My children limbs now numbed lie forlorn, but because he is not there, my limbs are chill. Return, return, sweet soul from Capricorn. So she says, she calls her husband sweet soul, and she says, come back from Capricorn. In this dead time, alas, what can I more than view those fruits which through thy height I bore? She says, in this time, what can I only do? I can only look at the children. Here the fruits means her children, through which, through him whom she bore. That is, through her husband she has given birth to these children. And here she means the heat, maybe the physical togetherness which they had. And she says, what else can I do when I'm missing you? I can only look at the children. But at the same time, the children resemble you, and I'm not able to even look at them. Which sweet contentment yield me for a space. When I look at them, I'm very happy, I'm very contented. True living pictures of their father's face. Because when I see them, I can see your face. They resemble you so much. So they are living pictures of you. O strange effect, now thou art southward gone, I weary grow, the tedious day so long. And she says, how strange it is. I am in north and you are in south. And I'm so tired and all the days look so long and they're so tedious. But when thou northward to me shall return, I wish my sun may never set. So she says, when you come back towards north and when you come back to me, I only hope that the sun will never set, but burn within the cancer of my glowing breast. But the sun should be so close to my heart that it will burn me. And here when she says cancer, we can understand that we can take it as North Pole and South Pole, how far they are. So he is in Capricorn and she is towards the Cancer. So the distance in which they are is so far away, and she longs that he should come back to her and make her feel warm. The welcome house of him, my dearest guest, wherever, ever stay and go not thence. That is, you come here. You come here as the dearest guest and you stay here forever. Don't ever go away. Till nature's sad decree shall call thee hence. And till when you have to be with me? Till nature, that is, till death calls you, you have to be with me. Flesh of thy flesh, bone of thy bone, I hear. She calls herself as his flesh. She says, I am the flesh of your flesh. I am the bone of your bone. And I am here, thou there, yet both but one. So we are both. We are two different bodies, but we are one. And she ends the poem here. It's a beautiful poem written by Annie Bradstreet. If you have anything to add on more to what I've said, please write it in the description box. Like the video, share it with your friends. And if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.